Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, there's another podcast video with Recon Trooper.
Hey there, folks. Recon Trooper here, and if you're watching my version, I hope you enjoy the Dead Island 2 HAUS and SoLA gameplay.
Sticking it with zombies, I like it. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't film it yet. It'll be something. It'll be something good. But anyway, you guys know the drill by now, regardless of video or podcast or whatnot. I don't say it in my tribute videos, by the way.
What?
Shameless plug there. Just saying. But if you guys do enjoy this podcast, make sure to leave a like to both myself and Recon Trooper's channel. I'm going to have a link for his channel down in the description down below if you want to go check it out. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
All right. So I'm assuming I go first here.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to talk about Marvel and the. I know we're both doing Marvel rewatches.
Well, I'm done.
So if you want to start with that,
I'm done. Mine.
Oh, you finished?
Yeah, I didn't watch the shows that I have. I was just doing the movies. It's
okay.
Shorter.
So did you end at Endgame or?
No, I ended at.
Did you end at Endgame or at Far From Home?
Guardians, Volume 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we can get to it, don't worry. But my first topic is one that we've been waiting for 2 podcasts, plus the failed one that doesn't exist. No, we didn't do a failed one. Okay, yeah. And that's Assassin's Creed Shadows. So,
yes.
As I'm sure anybody who listened to the podcast 2 podcasts ago knows, I'm not really crazy about Assassin's Creed. I've only played 2 of them, one of which I haven't finished yet. The other, I just stopped playing, and because I got kind of bored of it, I guess, or just what else is there to do once the story's over? You can kill enemies, but after a while, even killing the same enemies in the same spots kind of gets dull. But anyway, so I know a lot of people are kind of, well, apparently on IGN anyway, I saw this thing about some people, apparently people are throwing a fit about how historically accurate Shadows is and stuff. And first of all, do you find any problem with the historical accuracy or inaccuracy of any of the ones that you have played? I'm assuming you've played them all because you're kind of that kind of person. But
yeah, I mean, the only ones I haven't played are Brotherhood and Revelations with Ezio. But I played the other ones, and yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed is based in some historical stuff. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You go to these locations, you talk to, Leonardo da Vinci or George Washington
or Blackbeard.
Or what have you. But a lot of it, a lot of it is based in, kind of like the mirror dimension of reality, I suppose. In that, some of the people you talk to are real, but some of the events aren't. So I think, with Shadows, I'm kind of okay with that because at the end of the day, I'm playing a video game.
Yeah.
If it's a little bit, I'm not like I know I'm going to be a teacher, but I'm not like a dedicated 100% history teacher. So I don't really get offended by that, but I do understand where people are coming from in the sense that, I think it's Yasuke is the dude and Naoi or whatever is the girl. Naoi, no one really seems to have an issue with. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. A lot of people are, really putting their hate toward Yasuke, and I'm not a, historian, but from what little I know, I hear 2 stories. I hear one side that he was a ninja or samurai, and then one side he was just like Jar Jar Binks in Japan. Okay. I don't really know which is which. That's what I heard. There's 2 sides of the coin. So no, I'm not really mad about it. I'm a little weirded out that they chose a black dude to play in a Japanese game, which no racist, obviously. Like I'm sure he's going to be a great character.
Well, the last samurai movie it has Tom Cruise becoming a samurai with a bunch of Japanese people, so it's not that unusual for some other person that's not a Japanese person to be one.
Yeah, he's as white as the day is long. But regarding the Japanese population, like in real life, they were pissed. They were like, "Oh, how dare you put a black guy in charge? Oh my god!"
Yeah, well.
And look, at the end of the day, if he's written fine, right? But I think Ubisoft actually had to like say we're sorry about it. It's a whole weird thing, but the game itself looks good. Like
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
As far as you know, do you know if the controls are going to be like Valhalla, or is it going to go back to, Black Flag land where you have to counter the whole time and you're trying to sprint instead? You're whatever the thumbstick does that doesn't sprint in Black Flag instead.
Right, you just waddle. Yeah, so this is an RPG one like Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and I guess kind of like Mirage.
Okay.
So this is, as far as I'm aware, when I have the controller in my hands, I'll tell you, but as far as I'm aware, it's in the same vein as Valhalla.
Okay. Yeah, because it would kind of be odd going from Black Flag to Valhalla and then back to Black Flag control-wise. Because it would basically be like what I was telling you. It's kind of like you get used to Valhalla, and then you go back to the Black Flag controls, which of course Black Flag came first, but I played it after. But the controls felt odd, and if they did that, they decided to go back to the old school, controls. And I know a lot of people would probably throw a fit, and I can be like, yeah, you see. See what? Now you know how I felt when I played Black Flag.
Right, exactly. The tables have turned, right?
Yeah, but as far as too, is it gonna? Because like in Black Flag, you don't really get you can't really find all these weapons and armor and everything just to design your guy with and stuff, and especially the weapons. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially the weapons, you can dual wield axes and swords and stuff. You can't do that in Black Flag. You can do that in Valhalla. So as far as is it going to be similar to Valhalla as well in that regard? Where you can dual wield katanas
what I've
and
heard
stuff?
From interviews. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool, but I think Naoe is the more stealthy, samurai katana build, and Yasuke is more of the heavy set, just run through buildings kind of guy. So I think, from what I understand, in terms of the looks, the skins or whatnot, that is for Naoe. You can kind of change the hood. Yasuke doesn't get a hood; he just has the helmet. But as far as weapons, I do know that Yasuke does have a katana. Anyway. He does have, as far as we know, right? Yeah, I mean we'll find out in November. But he's got the big. What do you call it? The big mace-looking thing that he attacks people with.
What is it?
There is going to be.
Does it look like a mace or does it look like a bat? Because there is a weapon in Japanese culture called a kanabo, and it's basically like a large, almost looks like a really large baseball bat with ball bearings going all along it, and
that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of like. That's in Dead Island 1, by the way, too. And,
perfect.
Yeah, I like... Although it's not... They don't look like ball bearings. They look more like diamond-shaped things, but still called a kanabo, so whatever. But,
yeah.
But, yeah,
Same diff.
That's basically what it would be a kanabo, I guess, is what you're describing. If it actually looks like that. If it's a mace, it just has a large thing at the point, and then the rest is just a big, large iron rod or whatever, then yeah, that's a mace.
Yeah.
But
what you're describing is what's right. I was right. It's not a mace. It's not like the Witch King of Angmar.
Yeah.
But I think
or Sauron's
the game
mace.
itself looks fun. I mean, exactly right. Maybe it's a DLC weapon. I like they're doing seasons. I like that. I like how they're doing the different seasons.
Yeah.
How in some games they have a day and night cycle, and in some other games they have weather systems where it'll turn to snow for one section of the game.
Yeah.
This apparently Shadows. It just switches seasons whenever whenever it wants. So
I can't remember. Does Valhalla have day and night? You can switch between at will, or does it have a period?
They have day and night. Yeah, you can do that. You can switch, and there's. I think you hold down the D-pad, but I don't know if
because I don't remember doing that myself.
Right. Well, Valhalla has one region of the map that's all snow all the time.
Yeah.
And one that's green. So Shadows is going to be, the whole map will be snow as far as we're aware. And of course, if you're doing a stealth encounter in the summer versus the winter, with snow dropping at your freaking buildings or whatever, that's going to impact the game. So
Oh yeah.
I think if done well, it could be cool.
Yeah. It'd be kind of interesting to see how, like, maybe a pile of leaves in the fall, if they're gonna have a fall season, maybe becomes crunchier than in the summertime, and therefore it maybe blows your stealth a little bit when you go into it, because you're moving around to all these crunchy, leafy eggshells, basically, and some enemy nearby has to be really deaf to not hear it.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, like,
forget the whistle, just crunch some leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll work.
But, yeah, and it's all in just Japan, I'm assuming, or is it a section of Japan?
As far as we know, it's feudal Japan. That's it. They said the map size is roughly the same size as Origins, which is the one in Egypt, which is already like stupid crazy big.
Yeah.
So,
well, I haven't played that. I've only played Valhalla as the latest one, so to speak, that's come out. So, is there a reference to Valhalla be compared to? Like maybe like somewhere in England, like one of the big sections of England, or maybe like one of the not so big, but it's still big enough that you can't just run from one end to the other in 5 seconds. It takes you maybe need a mount to get to the other side.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not as big as Valhalla or Odyssey, but they've said multiple times this is not a tiny game. Like this is the next gen big thing.
If it's gonna be if it's gonna not be super massive of a open world, then of course there's probably gonna be tons of weapons and stuff. Hopefully, if they stick to that, thing. And they're probably also gonna have hopefully gonna have some expansion packs too to add more places like Valhalla did. Because, like the river...
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, the river raids, and then there's the Dawn of Ragnarok that I always bring up when I talk about Valhalla. It's got a pretty massive... It's not I wouldn't say it's as big as England, but it's maybe as big as maybe a third of England. Because there's 4 massive spots, and then in the middle is one little spot. It's kind of like a city-ish type looking place. Right in the middle of the map, but it's big enough that you definitely don't feel like a giant in it.
Right.
You're more like an ant in a massive anthill.
Yeah, that's true. if I'm assuming there is going to be DLC,
yeah.
I think that my only worry with this game is just the performance.
Wow.
I really, really pray because especially on Series X, they have like the 30 FPS mode and the 60 FPS mode, and I always go for 60. But the Ubisoft has a very jarring capability of making their games run like poo-poo at 60, where it's like screen tearing and it runs like trash, and it's just
it's Ubisoft. No, who do you think you're talking about here? It's Ubisoft. Of course, it's going to have an issue of some sort that you're not going to like.
I guess.
Or more?
I don't know. I feel like... Or more. I think this is on a new engine than Valhalla, and, Origins and all that, so I hope that I'm right.
Well,
but we'll have to see.
New engine doesn't always mean good, because look at Lego Star Wars, they had the new engine, and apparently, I don't know if you still have Skyflicker or not. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't know if they fixed it. But...
No.
I don't know.
They have not fixed it.
A new
they
engine.
Are never going to fix it.
New engine doesn't always mean better, but I mean
that's true.
It can mean more stuff still. Anyway.
I've had a few sad realizations in life, and one of the worst was they will never fix the sky flicker.
Yeah, well.
I'm a new man now that I've accepted that horrible fact.
Yeah. I've accepted that they're probably not going to add respawning enemies, even though I'm sure lots of people on the internet have asked them to just bring some enemies into the open world. Let it be more, not just, clone troopers running away when you slash them, but maybe have like clones actually shooting back at you if you attack them, Because that's all they do in the open world. You attack the clones that are just walking around Coruscant or Utapau or even Camino, and they just run away like, don't kill me,
Yeah.
you brought.
I mean, they're probably smarter for doing that.
Yeah, I thought they bred soldiers, not wimps.
In Legoland, they bred wimps.
Yeah, but
What?
so. Yeah, so my next topic before yours is kind of related to Shadows, not in the genre sense, but just part of the name is sort of related because there's a character that has Shadow in his name. He's called Shadow the Hedgehog, and
I've heard of him.
Yeah, and so Sonic the Hedgehog 3, what are your thoughts on it, given that we haven't had a trailer yet?
Yeah, apparently we were supposed to get one last week, and apparently we're getting one this month. But it's
apparently.
I mean, I love Sonic.
Apparently.
Gloved fingers crossed. I do. I grew up with the franchise as a kid.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think probably everyone listening to this did, unless you're like my nanny and poppy. But I think
I'm sure they had their time
genuinely,
too.
It's true, yeah. That's true. They had their reasons, but the Sonic character, I love the Sonic character. I love the first movie. I enjoy the second. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Knuckles show. I need to.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Apparently, Knuckles is.
It's coming out supposedly September 10th on Blu-ray and DVD, but I don't know because I try to look it up on Walmart and I can't even pre-order it online on Walmart. Like it when you search Knuckles, they only show like toys, or there's some other movie called Bloody Knuckles, and it has nothing to do with Sonic at all. It looks like some sort of.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, I haven't looked into it. I just saw it on the website.
That's the Canadian name.
Bloody Knuckles. And the sequel is Broken Bones.
Oh yeah,
maybe, I don't know.
That's good.
But anyway, yeah. But I'm hoping my Walmart or one Walmart around here is gonna have it because I want to get it when it comes out because I've got a space right next to my 2-movie collection over there, just waiting to be filled with first Knuckles, and then once Sonic 3 comes out in March or April on Blu-ray, I'll put it in there as well. After I find out they work properly first.
Yeah, that's always a worry. But no, I mean, I'm excited for Sonic 3. I think Shadow is it Hayden Christensen?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I thought it was Hayden Christensen.
That's what a lot of people thought at first, and then they announced it as Keanu Reeves, which I actually admit I haven't seen many Keanu Reeves movies. I've only got one, that's The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I haven't watched it. It's a 3-movie thing, and it's one of the 3 movies. I've only got it because it has iRobot, which I do watch. But I'm not I'm not too familiar with Keanu's voice, so if I hear him, I mean, I might not really recognize it, but I'll know it's him because it's been announced, so.
You mean you've never played Cyberpunk 2077?
Well, of course not. Why would I? It's never been on my radar, so.
Go back to the Matrix.
Yeah. Well, that's his voice. Anyway, okay. I think...
or something like that.
Obviously, I've seen the Matrix movies. I've seen John Wick. So,
yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see, his portrayal as Shadow. Now, I played the Shadow the Hedgehog video game on my GameCube when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. The one that nobody likes apparently.
That was like the original.
Because it's so violent or something.
That was like. Yes, it was like the original Grand Theft Auto for me because like every kid has a story of convincing their parents to buy them GTA. Me, it was Shadow the Hedgehog when I was a kid because he said, "Damn, not here," stuff like that. He would say like mild curse words, and he had guns.
Yeah. Well.
So that was cool. But yeah, it was just like this whole mess. It isn't that good of a game, but you know, I if it's one thing I need to see in this movie, it's Shadow with a friggin' assault rifle. That's all I need. If I see that, I'm happy.
Yeah, well, I think I said this in a couple podcasts ago. Maybe Tails can give him a gun, because Tails is the smarts to make one. Just for Shadow.
True. Yeah, that's true. And I don't want no plasma gun, no ray gun. I want a gun that shoots bullet rounds. All right, I want unloading a mag into a robot,
or at least maybe trick bullets that, you know, like maybe it stops right in front of somebody's face and then blows up and it gets powder all over them or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, just something, because, I mean, they're not going to have, you know, they're not going to suddenly turn it into some sort of zombie shooting movie without the zombies, because have blood everywhere.
It's going to be an R-rated movie.
Yeah, and Jim Carrey certainly wouldn't go for that, because he was in one movie called Kick-Ass 2, and apparently he couldn't agree with any of the amount of violence that was in it or something, so... I don't think he would go for, even if it was Shadow the Hedgehog, you know, shooting somebody in the head. I don't think he would go for it in that way.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was disintegrated or something, that's different. But actually seeing, like, you know, like you see in zombie movies when somebody gets shot in the head and you see the back of their head explode, I couldn't see Jim Carrey going for it.
Now, speaking of Jim Carrey, is he in the new movie?
Yeah. He should be. At least
that's good, because I thought he died.
No, he's...
Right? Didn't he, like...
He's gonna finally be his fat self in this one.
Yo, that'd be cool, though, if we got, like, a character arc with that.
Well... But it's definitely anticipated to be his last, because he has been really considering retiring, and this is... I think he made the one exception just for this one, just to kind of, end it, sort of thing, end his character's arc, or whatever.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least he's sticking to it. That's cool.
But, yeah, I'm hoping that we'll see kind of like when Shadow kind of is revealed to the, you know, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles for the first time, like maybe all three of them together. I hope they have some sort of battle similar to like in Endgame, where it was Cap, Iron Man, and Thor versus Thanos. And it could be Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles versus Shadow. I mean, obviously, Shadow isn't going to be as strong as Thanos, but the same idea, like him taking on all three of them at once, and, you know, like, I think that would be kind of an interesting fight to see, you know.
I would watch that.
Just to really show how bad of a guy he can be, you know, like in terms of his how well he can fight and everything, you know, like. Wipe the floor with all three of them.
I only kind of know Shadow. I know Shadow has guns. Does he have he doesn't have the speed of Sonic, right?
I don't think so. I don't know. I only know Shadow from pictures that I've been seeing on the internet, because I've been looking up the movie. So,
okay.
Although his shoes look interesting, I will say, but I don't know if they are just his shoes or if they have some sort of function to them.
Well, in the video games, his shoes are like skates, kind of like he skates on the concrete.
Because like the tip of his shoes look like they have some sort of like rocket thruster in them or something. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the shoe is designed, and it's just there for show or something. I don't know. But
it's a spoiler alert. He's gonna have rocket boots.
Yeah. Well, you know. He's got to have something he can use, right?
Yeah,
at least
he's got the rocket boots.
You know, if he's gonna fight Tails, he has to be able to fly too. You know,
true.
Otherwise, Tails could just fly above him and just shoot him with the laser pistol.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, if we could the Sonic franchise. I mean, it's crazy because we have Detective Pikachu, and I like Assassin's Creed, but there aren't a whole lot of like I mean, I guess the Mario movie's good too.
Video game
but
movies.
Sonic was one of like the first ones where it's like, oh, these video game movies can be like really good, you know?
Yeah.
And then we got a sequel, and it's like, oh, this is great. So hopefully if this is going to be the final Sonic film in this trilogy or whatever, hopefully it's going to be good.
Yeah, well, it'll probably just be the last in the trilogy, but not period. Because
Okay.
I could
hope.
definitely,
I mean,
I
if
could
they
definitely
keep
see
making
them going further. You know, as long as they don't go down MCU's route and start thinking, whoa, these films make money. Let's just, go crazy on them now. 3 films a year,
Except for this year.
Yeah. But
no, I'm excited. I mean, when we get a trailer, hopefully I'll do a reaction video to it and get my thoughts out there. But I'm excited.
A lot of people want to see a darn trailer already because, I mean, apparently Mufasa is coming out on the same day, and it's already got a trailer like 3 months ago or something.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then, of course, we've got Captain America 4 that's got a trailer that comes out next year, and we still don't have a Sonic 3 trailer.
I know. I think something happened. I think Shadow.
I know MCU isn't under Paramount anymore. That stopped back in after Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I think so. So obviously, but still, you'd think Paramount would. I mean, I know the strikes had something to do with all the acting and stuff for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
They could only do the CGI characters. They couldn't give them voice actors yet or anything. They had to wait until November, I think it was. And then they finally finished filming the live actors and everything in March, I think it was. So, but, you'd think even with all that work without the actors and just having the CGI, they'd have something to show us. Even if it's just a little, almost like a, what do you call those things, those short videos on YouTube that's only 10 seconds long or so. Shorts, I guess?
Yeah, like a little teaser trailer.
Yeah. Just or even kind of just showing Shadow just standing there, and they're doing a camera spinning around him just bit by bit, and then it finally pans out and you see his full figure just standing there with his glowing red eyes or whatever. That would be...
Yeah, I mean, anything. I'll take anything. I want a breadcrumb, something.
Yeah, because that title reveal trailer is all that we got, and it doesn't show anything except for Sonic's spiral, and I'm assuming Shadow's spiral, and that's all.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, that probably indicates that we're going to get some kind of fight between him and Sonic, I would assume. Kind of like
No, not at all. I'm assuming it'd probably just be Tom versus Shadow.
Oh, God. That guy?
Yeah. Donut Lord.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Donut Lord versus Shadow. Just throw a big donut at his face and then be like, I'm the Donut Lord, you son of a Shadow.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's like, no, I am Shadow. Boom! And then he knocks him out.
Yeah. punches the and then he would eat the donut too.
Yeah. But yeah, I look forward to it. It's gonna be kind of like how Godzilla X Kong was your first MonsterVerse movie. This will be my first Sonic movie I see in theaters, probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, you didn't see 2 then, huh?
I didn't see 2 or 1 because back in those days I didn't care. I was more focused on Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, makes sense.
As was everybody, because Well, actually, when did Sonic 2 release? 2022 at the end of the year. So during that time, I don't know what I was doing. Maybe it was. Well, I just didn't care for it, I guess. No, Dead Island 2 came out 2023, last year.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So at least you're seeing that in theaters. Yeah, I didn't. I think I saw the first 2. I'm not sure, but anyway, Yeah, no, I am genuinely looking forward to it. I want to see a trailer, even if it's like a minute, not even like 2 or 3, just something. I want to see something.
Yeah, just just to satisfy some hunger, because that's how you get people to see your movies. You don't wait until the movie comes out.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be actually an interesting idea for a new Lego game too. Lego Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I mean they kind of did it in Lego Dimensions.
All 3 movies plus the Knuckles show. Imagine all the character,
That'd be kinda cool,
all the
actually.
character abilities. Like he could play as Tom Donut Lord, and he could maybe use his badge to flash and get into places only a police officer can get into.
That'd be cool.
Sort of like in Sonic 1 when he had to do that to get to the top of that tower with Sonic in the bag.
Right.
Maybe that could be like an ability, and I don't know, maybe
you can have hub worlds with like the rings.
Yeah. Have like Knuckles obviously has his super strength, so kind of like Hulk in the Lego games, you can smash the cracked walls.
Right.
And climb walls with his knuckles.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be cool.
Tails has the technology smarts. He could get into like crack into computers or something to open doors. So much potential.
Yeah, I want this game. What the fudge, man? Stop it! You're making me want this.
Well, that's good. Maybe
we need to go to TT Games.
Maybe if the word gets out, maybe he'll give them an idea.
I mean, they already did it right with Lego Dimensions. I mean, they have like a base, they have a model system already in place. So I mean,
but
it wouldn't be too hard.
Do you only play as Sonic in that?
Yes, yep, yeah, just Sonic.
Yeah, so, and it's also, I think, what is it? Just one hub.
It's a big hub, but yeah, it's just one area.
Yeah, because in this you could do like Green Hills, San Francisco, basically anywhere in the movies, including where the place we see him in the beginning, that island that he.
Oh, with the owl.
Yeah, because I mean that would, we only briefly see it, but it looks like a place that would be kind of interesting to at least explore anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. See, I don't.
Like Act 2.
Go ahead. Okay, yeah. I just don't know like what the next Lego game is like in general. Like that's does. Something that keeps me up at night. Yeah.
Or if there even is one anymore. If Lego is behind them now and they don't care anymore.
Maybe. I mean, I know that a lot of the guys are making that Funko Fusion game. It's like a new developer team, but I just really want to see. It's like the Sonic 3 trailer. Like, give me a friggin' breadcrumb. I mean, I need something. Give me a stud.
Well, a stud and maybe some sort of like, I wouldn't say hand, but some sort of icon behind the stud. Just to give
give me a mini kit.
Give people a slight teaser as to what it is, what Lego game it's gonna be about. If it's gonna be another movie or whatever.
Well, I do know that on their website it was saying that they're hiring for a new Lego game based on a major IP. So a lot of people were thinking Harry Potter, could be Batman 4. We don't really know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want something like as soon as we can.
Yeah, it would be interesting. But anyway,
wishful thinking.
What's your first topic? I know I already chose 3 here, so.
So I was, as you guys know on my channel, I'm doing my MCU rewatch. I still have to review Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I did post my Marvel tribute, so if you guys haven't seen that, check it out. I'll have that in the description as well. Took me all day. It's pretty cool. It's like
and it's only part 1.
It's gonna be a 4. Right, it's gonna be a 4-part series. I'm currently, at the time of filming this podcast, I am not doing it, but I stopped for this. I'm not doing it now, but I was doing my part 2, so it's gonna be banger. But yeah, I recently got into the MCU again. I never stopped being into it. But I recently saw Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw that twice now in theaters, and it's freaking amazing. Obviously, no spoilers. Amazing movie, easily the best out of the Deadpool films. One of the best Marvel movies of all time.
More
It
swears.
does everything that it needs to. It has 119 F words, which is crazy. But it's in line with the character. It honestly doesn't feel like that many when you're watching it. It's just a lot of the jokes don't have that word in it. But the film itself is brilliant. If anyone hasn't seen it, go check it out in theaters if you can. But the MCU has kind of got me a little bit perplexed because we recently got some news. I'm sure you've heard about it, but we're gonna get the Avengers Kang Dynasty, right? Ant-Man 3 Quantumania happens. Loki, seasons 1 and 2, they set up Kang as this big bad guy. And moron Jonathan Majors gets into trouble with the law, and they kind of cut him out. And now we're getting Avengers Doomsday in 2026, featuring Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. We're still getting Secret Wars, but it looks to me like they are either canceling or sidelining the Kang thing, which I don't think is smart.
No,
if anything,
of course not.
If they're gonna do anything, at least show Kang dying. I know
how dumb that would be if they suddenly sidelined Thanos after Avengers: Age of Ultron, and all because of something the actor did, or maybe is some situation the actor is in and he can't do it or whatever, and they just and it's get rid of Thanos now. We'll bring in, I don't know, in Lady Deathstrike and just change her origins because Fox owned the character at the time or whatever. It's mind-boggling because when Black Panther died, they didn't say they'd recast, but when William Hurt died, they recast Harrison Ford. Yeah. I'm sure he's going to do great. But it's just why not recast Jonathan? Just recast Kang. It's really weird how they're doing it. I'm genuinely looking forward to Doomsday now that Disney owns a million more things, for good or ill. In my opinion, I think it's good for Marvel. But I think, Robert Downey Jr. is, he's freaking Iron Man. And I know Doctor Doom has the mask on and all that. Well, he looks all disfigured. You forget, too, that Chris Evans was Human Torch earlier in his career before Captain America. So, granted, he still plays a superhero in both that and MCU, whereas Robert Downey Jr. is going from good to bad. But who cares? I won't see it in theaters anyway.
No, I am. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, well, Marvel has just lost their way, in my opinion. I only see movies just to see the movies. I don't, at this point, care about any of the bigger universe because they've kind of, it's more messy than the multiverse itself at this point.
Yeah, we've had a few missteps, and I'll get to it. I'm at the stage now where I'm about to review Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is great. I think for me, the MCU kind of dips in quality around, maybe Hawkeye or Eternals. I don't know. None of it has been unwatchable, but I feel like with Guardians 3, Deadpool and Wolverine...
Has any of it been worse than Episode 2?
Episode 2 of
Star Wars.
You mean Attack of the Clones?
Yeah.
Oh. No, the political messaging in some of them have been kind of weird, but the quality, no.
Okay.
Maybe She-Hulk.
Okay.
Maybe She-Hulk.
And Ms. Marvel?
Ms. Marvel isn't really poorly written, it's just really boring.
Okay. Well, there you go. But at least Attack of the Clones is entertaining and not boring for most of it.
Right. That's true. That's true. And see, I've only seen Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk one time each. I barely made it through She-Hulk the first, I barely made it through.
Yeah.
So when I recover and rewatch all this stuff for the reviews, maybe I'll feel different, but who knows? But no, I think that obviously bringing back Robert Downey Jr. is a pure Hail Mary, right? It's people
it's
don't
desperation
like our
on
movies.
Their part.
Right. Now, he's a good actor, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite actor of all time, but he's not a bad actor, okay? Obviously, they picked him for two reasons. Like I said, one is desperation, two is because he's genuinely good at acting. But I think the best thing they did recently is revealed that the Russo brothers are returning. Because in my opinion, Anthony and Joe Russo are the best directors. And I think after them it would go James Gunn. But
as good as they
they're
are,
good.
I think that too was kind of desperation because I think the directors for the two initially just kind of left or something. I think they just left the project.
Yeah, they've been.
So
yeah, they've had a lot of reshoots and redirectors leaving and all that. Same with the Blade movie. I don't know what's happening.
Well, what do you think Blade does when nothing's happening?
I think he just sucks blood.
Yeah.
He just goes to Steak and Shake and just orders a Coke with extra blood syrup.
Yeah, probably. But yeah.
But, now, speaking of the multiverse, though, I know you haven't seen Deadpool Wolverine, and I know it's recently in theaters, so I'm not going to ruin it. But
I saw Live
some things
Tub.
that happen in that movie. Yeah. Don't ruin it.
Don't
spoil it.
Live Tub 1 and 2 I saw.
Okay.
With Ryan Reynolds and that woman that he falls in love with, and Colossus.
Is it Blake Lively?
No, it's that other one in Live Tub opposite of Deadpool.
Oh, Blind Al. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I thought you knew
No,
I was saying
think...
the opposite name, but yeah, I got those recently, several weeks ago actually, and I will say the first one is interesting. All of your stuff you said in your review, I totally agree with. Not all that stuff needed to be there to make it an R rating, and it didn't need to be so pushed because it was an R rating either. Because the F word is just the most annoying word when you hear it as much like that. And is it Deadpool and Wolverine is probably worse because Wolverine says it just as much as Deadpool, because I know in Logan he said it quite a few times. And
yeah.
But then again, most people say it, don't they, in those movies? I think Colossus is the only one who actually doesn't say the F word.
Oh. Does he say it in 2?
I don't know.
I think he does in the end.
I know
but a lot of the
I know he does some things in
do
2 that he
one,
didn't want to do at least, but whatever.
Right. Yeah. No, because like the thing with Deadpool is that I've read a lot of the. I've said this in my review, but I've read a lot of the comics, and in the comics he does swear, but it's bleeped out obviously, and he doesn't swear that much. That being said, I'm not someone who gets offended by curse words. I don't say them unless I'm playing Elden Ring. But
well, I do tolerate them more than W stuff, but at the same time, there's only my tolerance only lasts so long before it just becomes annoying rather than intolerant. It's just annoying because it's like,
true.
Is this thing gone from sort of English to swear language now?
Right.
That's all you hear is swear, not English anymore.
Yeah. So like a typical high school.
But I mean, I was expecting him to swear in the first movie and the second one, because I think you said so when we talked about it many podcasts in the past. He said he does it quite a bit, but yeah, they were just on. They were on sale.
Good movies, right?
Yeah, they're okay. The second one definitely, I think has more heart to it, because it's.
Oh yeah.
It's about
I
this.
love to.
It's about this kid that's just, he's basically just losing his mind because nobody seems to care about him and stuff, and Deadpool, thanks to his dead girlfriend, whatever her name was, kind of
Nessa
gains a little humanity, so to speak, and
because it really gave him a character arc, and in Deadpool 3, the Wolverine one, it maybe not as much heart, but it definitely is. There's a definite build up of that which is really cool. But my other topic regarding the MCU was the multiverse. I know you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine. That movie, it makes a lot of the older Marvel movies that weren't canon.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say which ones.
I saw.
But
I
the
did
MCU
see
is bigger.
on. I think it was IGN, and I think it was in one of the trailers, which I didn't see. But apparently, the old Sabretooth from the first X-Men returns. And
yes, yep.
Without spoiling it with too many details, is he a real big part of it, or is he just more of a cameo type thing?
He is. He's in one scene and one scene alone. That's it. But
that
the
sucks.
Inclusion. I know.
I thought it would be cool to see Wolverine and Deadpool both take him on.
Yeah, there are a lot of cameos in this movie, though. Some are small, some are massive parts of this film, and kind of like what No Way Home did for Spider-Man, bringing everything into one continuity now. This does that with the Fox stuff, and it's friggin' brilliant, genuinely. I'm not going to say who shows up, but it's really good. And I think that's the strongest part of the newer Marvel movies is that, now we have the Spider-Man movies, we got the Fox stuff.
Yeah.
Not all the Fox stuff, but some of it. We have the Sony movies. Even like the Spider-Man PS5 games, those are canon to the MCU through the multiverse. I mean, the MCU is just getting like crazy big.
Now, if only they were canon to Xbox.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They are definitely not. They're far away from Xbox.
We need a Spider-Man game for Xbox again. It's been way too long.
I know.
The last game that had Spider-Man in it for Xbox was probably Lego Marvel 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because there was the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I think that came in like 2014 or 2015.
Yeah, and then
I didn't even play it.
There's the PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man games, and then of course there's Avengers with Spider-Man exclusive to the PlayStation, thanks to Sony's greed. And
oh my God. Did you see gameplay of that?
I think I saw a little bit, but I was more interested in just seeing all the comments, because I find comments to be kind of entertaining sometimes, actually, to see people, especially if they have a similar mind to mine, like, that's messed up kind of thing, and seeing people say, like, Spider-Man should have been because, for one thing, you're paying for the same amount of money on Xbox as with the PlayStation version, but you're getting less content because of that. And
yeah, I mean, I think
Spider-Man is the biggest reason why it blew up, is because of the Spider-Man thing. If Spider-Man was made for all versions, even if it was like if it was maybe an early release for PlayStation, like a timed exclusive, and then became available for everybody, that might have actually saved it.
Exactly. I mean, it's such a. I've seen the gameplay, and like they Spider-Man PS4 and Spider-Man 2 on PS5 are genuinely amazing games, but they basically they neutered the hell out of the Avengers game, because the Spider-Man character in that game, I haven't played it. What I've seen, he just controls like poop. Yeah, I'm never gonna play it. I mean, it was a complete disaster of a product, but it just looked really bad. So yeah, we really need an Xbox Spider-Man game. I mean,
yeah. Well,
I don't know. The Arkham games are on everything. I don't.
More like an all-platform Spider-Man game.
Right.
That's what we
exactly.
Because then I could
isn't Lego.
Because then I could also get it on Switch too, and then play it where I go.
Oh man, it probably run like trash on the Switch, but.
Well, so what? I've got Lego Marvel 1 on the Switch. I've got Lego Star Wars on the Switch. I've got Lego Jurassic World on the Switch, and I can't remember what else I have, but they all work wonders on the Switch for the most part.
That's good. I need a Switch. I want one.
And I mean, they run exactly like the Xbox versions, like the 360 versions of the two games anyway did, and of course the Star Wars game for Xbox One. It basically runs exactly the same, like same camera angles and everything. Like the only difference, of course, is that because it's on a smaller screen when you're in handheld, it's obviously going to have less quality, but everything basically plays the exact same. You know, the triggers do the same thing. The jump button is, I mean, the buttons are sort of flipped a little bit, but they still do the same thing. Like the B button is where the A button would be on Xbox, but it's still the jump button. And
okay, so it's a little bit different, but
yeah. I mean, you still press A and B when you're selecting things like yes and no and all that, but otherwise in game they still do the same thing as in the. And, you know, like, yeah, a Spider-Man game like that would be just fine in my opinion. As long as they don't make the costumes too ridiculously blood-boiling hard to get. Because I like costumes, you know. Part of something like that is collecting stuff like costumes, so you can have, like, Black Suit Spider-Man beat the heck out of some stupid thug that's trying to rob somebody. You know?
Yeah, I mean the PS5 games do that well. I mean they're not. There's like 45 suits in Spider-Man 2, but they actually gave a few ones for free, which is cool. But yeah, I think having a Spider-Man game on more consoles would definitely. I mean, I never understood console exclusivity in the first place. Like, you know, you look at like Uncharted or The Last of Us. It makes no sense. I mean, I get Sony; they want money.
There are some exceptions, like, you know, Sonic was, at least at the time, Sonic was exclusive to Sega. Mario is exclusive to Nintendo, and I think Sony has Ratchet and Clank. But,
yeah.
But you know, like then there's things like Spider-Man. Like Sony really needs to stop, you know, trying to hog this IP just because they have the rights to make the movies, you know. That doesn't mean they have the right to just hog the character completely.
Yeah.
And Marvel doesn't help either by telling Sony, no, they can use Spider-Man as well. He's not just allowed in your game, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because Marvel owns that. Marvel owns
nice.
The video game rights to Spider-Man, but they seem to be bootlicking Sony about it because maybe people are assuming that's part of the deal with the MCU to get Spider-Man to stay with the MCU is if Sony just gets all control over Spider-Man, period. Which I think might not be true, but I hope it's not true either because that's a really stupid excuse to. I mean, I'd rather see Spider-Man leave the MCU than just become Sony exclusive the rest of Sony's life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, you know, but I don't understand that either because, you know, when you have you know, Spider-Man or Uncharted or whatever on every console, that's just more money for them, you know, like them not having Spider-Man 2 on Xbox Series X is literally losing them money.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's really weird.
I mean, maybe Sony's getting lots of money from people who are buying PlayStations just to be able to play the dumb game, but
that's what I did.
You know, like I'm not gonna get a PlayStation for that. You know, I'm an Xbox person. I have been since the first Xbox original came out in 2021 or 2 or whenever that was.
Yeah.
And that's when Halo came out, and I kind of got into that. And, you know, Xbox is my thing. Nintendo is kind of my second thing because of my Switch, but...
Yeah. See, my first console was a GameCube, and then after that I had...
Oh, we also have a Wii.
I had a 3DS. I had a Wii U. Actually, I bought a Wii U for Lego City Undercover.
Yeah.
Sole freaking reason why I bought that console. The console, I had a few games for it, but I mean, have you ever had a Wii U?
No, we just have a Wii here, a regular one, and
okay.
There's a game on it
Wii...
called Conduit. That's it. There's a game called Conduit
Okay.
and a sequel, Conduit 2, and I sometimes play those on there, but haven't really... and there's a Pokemon game that I can connect my Diamond and Pearl game to, and then I can use the Pokemon in 3D on there.
Ooh,
but
that's kind of cool.
But otherwise, we didn't get a Wii U, and, well, Switch, I think, is the after Wii U, like right
Correct,
after.
yeah.
So, but
yeah, I mean the Wii U, it was a flop and a half. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say it was a bad console. I enjoyed it. I had a few games for it, but it just they didn't really make anything for it of value, you know. And then now, I don't even have anything Nintendo. I don't know what the heck happened to my DS. It just poofed and went to the mirror dimension too. I don't know where the heck it went, but I need to get a Switch one day. I swear.
Yeah.
Because I want to play Mario. You know, I want to play Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, you should also get the Lego Star Wars for it also, and then you can play it wherever you go. If you go
That's true, yeah.
go to Disneyland with it when you can't play it at home and on your Xbox.
Yeah, right.
You know.
I'll play it in the plane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there is a airplane mode for the Switch. You can turn off or on and off, as long as it's in handheld mode, obviously. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, because you can't exactly play it on a TV in the darn airplane.
I'm going to bring the TV. It's going to work.
Yeah. And then,
I'll make it work.
and tell everybody, forget the little screens on the seats in front of you. Look at the big screen and watch me get killed by a bunch of Lego. Watch me smash Lego stuff for 8 hours.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I barely make. I could barely make it to Florida with an hour and 45. I can't. I don't think I could do 8.
Oh, well, I don't know how flights work because I've never been on one. So, is that how you got to Disneyland?
Disney World. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We always fly every time.
And how close is Florida to Ohio? Are they like opposite sides of the states?
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, it's for about like I said, it's about an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh.
Not too bad.
Okay. Because
I mean, it's over quick.
Yeah. Because if they're kind of like on the same side, I would think an hour and what did you say, a half, kind of would make sense. If it's like all the way from one side to the other of the states, though, that would seem a little longer.
You know what I should do though next year when I go? I should watch the movie Planes on a plane.
Yeah, or Snakes on a Plane has Samuel L. Jackson in it.
True. Well, yeah, maybe. Well, I wouldn't do that because then there'd be a snake on the plane somehow.
Oh well.
I'm not jinxing that. I'm not doing that to myself.
Become the hero and save the plane. That's all you gotta do.
sure that would happen.
But yeah, so
I'd be like Temple of Doom. I just get a parachute.
Yeah. So my next topic, unless you have one first.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my next topic, I recently, although I haven't been playing it for over a week, but I recently got back into Modern Warfare 2019, and
okay.
Yeah, and when you play, like, when you play, regardless whether it's 1, 2, 3, whatever, like, what's your kind of preference in terms of how you play? Like, first of all, do you usually play free-for-all, or do you try team stuff, even though the bots on your team are useless? Unless they shoot you in the head, and then they're good at betraying, but...
Right, yeah. They're good at that. For those of you uninitiated, for the one person, I play offline. I don't play online.
Well, you play connected to the internet.
Online. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm connected to the internet, but I choose to play offline in the site. But they actually, Modern Warfare 3 actually just got its Season 5 update, and they effed up the game again. So it's been about a week. I can't play offline bots. They broke it, so I have to wait for a fix.
If
from
one's
these
coming.
multi-billion-dollar, these multi-billion-dollar morons to fix the effing game I bought.
Well, 3.
But that's another story.
3 was made by Sledgehammer, so not Infinity Ward, right?
True. Well, it's still Activision, but yeah.
Because that would make sense, because, I mean, I don't know, does Sledgehammer fix their games?
Well, Sledgehammer never had issues in their games before, like Advanced Warfare and all that. Vanguard, those were good, like they work, they're playable. But Modern Warfare 3, they just, every update, they break it. And whatever. But anyway, going back to Modern Warfare 2019, I was playing that game today, actually. I wish it had an FOV slider, but it doesn't. But normally when I play Modern Warfare 2019, I do free for all.
Yeah.
On hardened, and I have the full max of 11 bots. I figured that to work better. Team Deathmatch, I figured a lot of the newer COD games, TDM doesn't really work. Like you said, it's like giving Patrick Star an AK-47 and saying go crazy. Well, it's just utter chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how I do
nothing to do with it.
How I do it is I do play Team Deathmatch most of the time, just because that way it gives the enemy bots somebody other than me to kill, even though when I show myself it seems like I'm their target all the time. But
yeah.
But at least it gives, not only does it help my team to get points when I'm not around a bot in the far distance behind 10 walls, but also it distracts the enemy bots usually. And I will say sometimes my teammates do have my back. Like if I'm getting chased and I'm trying to reload my gun and I can't reload and sprint at the same time, then one of my guys might come in. But I've tweaked the options so nobody has ammo at the start, not even me. But for some reason, like I play on recruit because I'm just gonna say I like easier to kill bots, and I play on recruit. I set them to recruit all the time, and as a result, they don't seem to ever have perks, so they don't use scavenger. So when I kill a bot, I can get ammo, but they don't. But, and then I'm kind of the only one with a gun. However, they do seem to have this notion of picking my gun up after they kill me, unless they get killed. And the gun has to have at least one bullet left in the clip for them to do that, and it's fun, but it is annoying because they kind of are, like you're trying to, especially with the LMGs when you have to reload those darn things, and you got bots.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it takes a flipping year.
Yeah, even with Sleight of Hand equipped, I always put Sleight of Hand on. I'm not gonna not with those guns.
Yeah.
And they. Because all they can do is melee because they don't have any ammo. But they're like zombies, really. They kind of just like come after the player, and they're like running zombies too. Like once you show yourself, they're running after you to hit you, and you have to, shoot them if you can. And sometimes my gun either for some reason doesn't hit, even though it should, or I'm just shooting like crazy, not trying to aim, just trying to get them away, even though I'm not doing anything. But
it's like the mode Infected. Have you played Infected, that mode?
Well, I've played it sort of on Halo, where you basically whoever's infected gets a sword, and then you've got to deal with these guys that I don't know if they can use every weapon or if they just have headshot capable weapons or whatever, and you have to like take them all, infect all of them to win, or you have to survive being infected for the time limit to end before that team wins. But I've never played it on
that's kind of how it works
COD, but
it's in Modern Warfare. I think it's in Infinite Warfare, and then it's also in Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
It's probably in other ones too that I'm not remembering, but it's cool. It's kind of like a zombie apocalypse, like you were saying. I mean, one person gets infected with coronavirus, and then you have to they turn into a zombie, and then you have to kill them, or you get infected. So yeah, I mean it's fun.
Yeah.
Not the coronavirus part, the game.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah. But how I set it up, it is fun because I can do things that I really can't do when everybody's got a gun, because it seems like even on recruit difficulty, the bots they hip fire all the time. I think they only aim down sights if they have a sniper rifle. But almost 90% of the time when they kill me, the player, not my guys for whatever reason, just me, it's a headshot. From a distance, hip firing,
And this is recruit?
Yeah.
My lord, I was playing hardened and veteran, and that doesn't even happen to me. My God,
they don't
what's going on here?
They don't ADS until you get to, I think it's regular. If you set them to regular, they ADS. But
okay,
they don't have attachments either on their weapons, but that shouldn't matter. I mean, every weapon, attachment or not, can ADS. But it's like they have perfect hit accuracy from hip firing, and
they're all cheaters. You're playing with a group of cheaters.
But basically, there's things I can't do when they have guns because of that. But with them not having guns, I can actually get nose breakers, and I can do low blows, as they're called now. In Black Ops 2, they were drop shots, where you dive onto your stomach and then shoot a guy within 3 seconds.
Right.
And
okay.
Yeah, there's those, and then there's also I can also get collaterals, because sometimes guys will have one guy in front of the other, and I can shoot both of them. Even though I do sometimes do that as well, but I don't get the darn medal for some reason. I don't know if I have to,
right?
I don't know if I can't get a double headshot because as a result, if I get a double headshot, it doesn't count, or if maybe I don't know why, but it's still fun though. I mean,
that's weird.
I can use my primary or what do you call it, lethals. I can use them to kind of get the first blood a lot of the time, and I've set my teammates up so that I can kill them if they're in the way and not get punished for it. So
what is that, friendly fire, right?
Yeah, I have it set so I can't get booted. I don't die when they die or anything. I don't purposefully always shoot them unless either I'm getting really ticked off and they're not helping me whatsoever. So I just this is for not helping me, you dumb twit, or
yeah.
Or if they're just in the way taking all the
sense.
kills and I need to get kills, and I'm just well, this is for the greater good, sorry.
Yeah. They're pixels, right? They don't have feelings. Don't matter.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what
Speaking of Call of Duty, this is
the last topic.
I just thought of this topic. Yeah. This will probably be the last topic, but Black Ops 6 is coming out later this year. I'm not buying it.
No.
What are your thoughts on Black Ops 6?
Never heard of it. I've only heard of Black Ops 2 because that's the last one I played.
Perfect.
I don't care about Black Ops after
Sounds
that.
great.
I don't care about Call of Duty. I only got Modern Warfare because I wanted to play with bots with a P90 for a change, and that was the only option. And Modern Warfare 3, I sort of could do that, but the options to tweak to be able to kill friendly bots without consequences didn't exist, so I was basically, after four kills of friendly bots, I started dying, and then the countdown until I could respawn increased every time I killed another one for some reason, and I couldn't.
That's weird.
I couldn't fix it, so I got fed up with it. Not to mention, I could only play it when I was connected to the internet, and so as a result, if there was something going on with the connection, it automatically ended the match and kicked me out of the match and said a server error or whatever, and so I couldn't really finish any matches properly, so I just got rid of the darn thing.
Yeah. Well, see, those issues are pretty much why I'm not even buying Black Ops 6. Normally, you guys know, like I pretty much buy every COD on release, as long as they have offline bots. But this one doesn't have anything offline. Like, if you want to play the campaign, if you want to play multiplayer, zombies, whatever, you need 100% online connectivity at all times, or else this game will not function.
Yeah.
Their reasoning is because, texture streaming, 300 gig, it's so big. Those are excuses. I think that is really stupid. Obviously, they don't care that I'm not buying their product. I'm just one person. But you guys know why I play offline. There's a whole slew of reasons. But that is a really stupid thing to do for a consumer, is to make you have to play online. Because, your case, you don't want to play a campaign match or campaign mission and be booted because your internet had to reboot or something,
Yeah. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I only got the game because of the bots and the P90, but so I didn't really care about, Modern Warfare 2019 I'm talking about, but I don't care about the campaign or the Spec Ops or whatever the heck they're called. I just wanted to do that, and that was it. And, because I don't really care about Call of Duty anymore. Like, honestly, Black Ops 2 was kind of my last Call of Duty that I actually did care about. It's the only one I pre-ordered when it came out because it had Nuketown 2025, which I wish that map was at least in Modern Warfare, but it's a Treyarch product, I guess.
Right, yeah.
But
it's like a PlayStation exclusive for Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, but otherwise, like, I got Ghosts only to just try a different bots thing. I got Ghosts for that, and I thought maybe there was a P90, but there wasn't. But I still sort of liked it. It's kind of like Modern Warfare, just the lesser version of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, worse graphics, but
yeah.
I mean, I think you would like Black Ops Cold War. That's a really good one. No, P90, it's in the Cold War, but it is a good game. Even the futuristic ones like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare.
I did play
futuristic
Advanced. I did play Advanced Warfare briefly, just because there's apparently a camo and some reticles that you could get in Black Ops 2 if you got the digital gold or whatever version of Advanced Warfare. And you automatically got like a camo and some reticles unlocked in Black Ops 2. And that's why I got it. And I got, I think, screwed over because they didn't show up in the game.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because I had to have to download from the internet, from online. I have to download Black Ops 2. Or if, I don't know what the case was, but it was okay. I mean, the bots are definitely a bit frustrating, and not to mention, unlike in Modern Warfare or Black Ops 2, you can't replenish grenades, and so the only grenades you shoot are the only ones you ever get until you die.
Yeah, which is often.
So, but yeah, it was okay though for the most part anyway. I mean, some of the weapons were a little, I found to be a little goofy. Like, there was this LMG that was basically like a beam rifle. And
with like laser beams and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, and bots were using that thing and just shredding me. And I didn't mind the jetpack thing, but yeah, definitely, I prefer Modern Warfare because it has a lot more. It's not as sci-fi in that regard. I mean, there are some silly weapons too, but because you can mod weapons to be like, you can make a SMG an assault rifle in some cases, or vice versa. But
well, you look at Vanguard, for example. That's a World War II shooter, and Vanguard. When everyone hates Vanguard. But if you play the game offline, it's cake. It's fine because you don't have any weird, stupid players and all that matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking. But Vanguard, a World War II shooter, eventually they started adding laser guns, anime skins, Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg are there.
Oh.
It's just it's a crap show. It's whatever. Like they're probably gonna add Barney the Purple Dinosaur. It's just it's
they're
crazy.
Still adding to it.
No, they stopped. But
Okay.
I mean, future, you know, in an alternate reality, I could see them doing that. But it's just it's weird. You know, like I don't know. I guess that's how they sell bundles. But
Yeah. But yeah, it would definitely. But yeah, I'm not really into Call of Duty as much as some people are, though, or I should say, many people are. I just wanted to get the ones I got for reasons, and none of which were really to play the campaign, because I didn't really care about does anybody really care about the campaigns, because they're more focused on just shooting other players and getting camos for their guns.
Besides me, no. But I genuinely would. I would recommend the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign. It's easily one of the best. It's very short. It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Shorter than Modern Warfare 3?
I would do it. No, no. Modern Warfare 3. The new Modern Warfare 3 had a campaign that was like 20 minutes.
Okay.
If you're really rushing it, but no, Modern Warfare 2019 is really friggin' great. Like I would totally play that.
Yeah. Well, maybe someday. Unfortunately, because I had to reinstall it, and as a result, I had to uninstall other things like Jedi Fallen Order. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I need a bloody hard drive, external hard drive for my Xbox, so I can put maybe downloaded games onto it, and then disc installed games I can keep on my console itself.
That's what I do. Yeah, I have on my Series X. I have the internal. I have a SSD external, and then a HDD external. PS5, I just have the internal. I don't have any storage for that, but
then it's only for Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Spider-Man 2. What else? Jedi Survivor, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, a few others. Not too many though.
Yeah, but yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. I got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I need. But you know, I might get to it someday, though. I might play the campaign. I mean, and you really should. I know you don't. I know you're not gonna touch. You say you're not gonna touch it because there's no offline bots, but you really should try the original Modern Warfare 3. You might actually like the campaign more than the new one. And it does have survivor mode at least, so it's not entirely a dead game if you just don't mind having to fight increasing difficulty waves until you die. But
right, I tried that once. I do have Modern Warfare 3, the old one, installed. I haven't played the campaign yet, though. I am going to do it soon, though. I want to.
Yeah,
it's on the list.
You should at least do that, and then compare it, and maybe make a video about it. See if telling people if it's better than the new one or not.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone and their grandma hated the new Modern Warfare 3 campaign, and I played it. It is very short. It's a very short campaign.
Yeah, it was like a year after Modern Warfare 2, and it was a different company that made it. So it kind of, I think it probably would have been better if it was the same company. And let's see, Modern Warfare 1 came out 2019. 2 came out when? 22? So 3 years later?
Yeah, yep.
So if they did the same thing with 3, it probably would have been better, but Activision is probably the reason in that regard, because
because Modern Warfare 3, it was originally going to be DLC for 2. It was not going to be its own game. And then they were like, no, F it, we want money. So then they decided to make a full-blown $70 game.
Yeah, and then they waved it in your face saying, here you go, franchise, bots and all.
Here's your bots. Here's your bot. We're going to break him, by the way.
Yeah, here's your bots. Here's your offline bots, and Modern Warfare 3, all you got to do is give us your
It's
moolah, and it's yours.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. It's getting harder and harder to support Call of Duty though. That's the sad part because Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite COD game, the new one. By far, the multiplayer in that game, freaking love it. It just doesn't work half the time. Every time they update it, they break it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do? I can't even play the game until they fix it. And then Black Ops 6 has no offline anything. So, it's like I said, it's getting really, really difficult and frustrating to support them. But at least I have the older ones.
Well, maybe just stop supporting them and let them die. Let them
That's what I'm
starve
doing,
themselves,
I get. I mean, I'm not. It's crazy. Like Modern Warfare 3 got horrible reviews. No one played it. No one liked campaign. Everyone said it's trash. It still sold like a bajillion copies. So they could call it Call of Duty Poo Ops, and you're just slinging poo at each other like a monkey, and it'll sell 1 million copies.
Or if it has offline, you'd buy it.
Yeah. So
fling Bantha Poodoo the whole time, and you'll buy it as long as it's offline.
Yeah, I'm a Sleemo, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Sleemo for buying it.
Yeah. But anyway.
On that note, I think we should be wrapping up here.
Yep.
I don't want to take people too long over an hour.
No, it's over an hour and 20, so too late, but...
Oh, okay. Well, hey, if you guys enjoy... Plus my PC's about to die.
Yeah.
If you guys were enjoying the podcast, make sure to, again, leave a like and subscribe if you're new to both of our channels. We covered some new topics. We got some Sonic, some Marvel, some Call of Duty, some other good stuff, and it was fun as always. And I'm sure we'll have more for next time.
Yeah, hopefully. It's getting harder and harder to think of new topics instead of returning to older ones and pretending that we haven't talked about it before.
Yeah.
But
well, how about this? Watch Ninjago, and then we'll have something new to talk about.
Oh. Yeah, but that's the thing.
All 15 seasons.
Oh, okay. I'll just spoil myself online and tell you everything I know.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Then you have to ask me, okay, what did this character do exactly with the katana before he fought this guy? And then, because it's only something visual that they obviously wouldn't put in a spoiling thing, and I'd be stumped and be like...
Maybe you get it right. Who knows?
I think he just picked his teeth with it.
Yeah.
But
correct.
Anyway. And by all means, watch or listen to our things, folks, because it is nice to know that some people are paying attention anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think as far as the content, the podcast with you and Echo, they probably get the least amount of views and everything, which is a shame because these podcasts, they're fun to do and they're fun to listen to or watch. So yeah, I mean, any support you guys have is 100% taken. So thank you for that. But I will be having, of course, more MCU reviews. I'm working on more tributes. I got more gameplay. I'm still doing the Advanced Warfare campaign, so look out for that. I'm going to be having another podcast with Echo Killshot in about a week or so. We're going to be filming that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll have another one with Recon. So there's a lot to look forward to. So, again, subscribe if you haven't. It's free, and it helps both of us out for sure.
Yeah, takes half a second, not a second.
Yeah, true. Yeah, got fast fingers.
All right. So, closing remarks.
As long as you don't, just don't do it too fast and hit dislike.
Yeah, then you'll be in trouble. But
yeah, you'll be reported. Anyway, hope you guys had fun. Again, I don't know what the heck I was playing, but hope you enjoyed the gameplay that I have. And again, dude, I had fun. And thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Later, folks.